So let's go to a little bit of white crane exercise. And now we do the white crane exercise. Some of these, particularly the one I tend to start with, you could get the same feeling as the circling, because we're going to do the forward and backward double wing and single wing circling. So that looks like this. A little bit wider than shoulder width stance. Inhale and exhale. We'll start with small movements, gradually making them larger. And we can bring the movement all the way up to shoulder height. Yeah, and if you're thinking, wasn't this Tai Chi ball? Well, yeah, this Tai Chi ball, it's also happens to be, by coincidence, white crane forward circling. Double wing. I'll show you in a bit where this doesn't, where the overlap with Tai Chi ball ends. Step 1 foot forward and rock. Remember, tuck the buttocks under, curve the spine, don't lean back. And we go forward, don't lean too far forward. Now let's change legs. Let's step back to even stance. Gradually make the movement smaller. Okay, so now, how does white crane forward circling diverge from Tai Chi ball when we start doing alternate hand? Okay. So, alternate single wing flying, forward circling. So breathing pattern, inhale on one side, exhale on the other. We'll go up to shoulder height. That's as high as we go. Now you can't do this with Tai Chi ball. Step 1 foot forward. And we'll do same side knee, same side hand forward. Now step back to even stance and put the other foot forward. And again, it'll be same side hand, same side knee forward. Bring the front foot in, and we will gradually reduce the size of the movements. Till we bring the movements to a stop. And now we'll do backward double wing circling. So we were just doing forward, now we're going to do backward. Okay, starting small. Now, White Crane Qigong, White Crane Flying Gong has no yin and yang, so the breathing could be either way. But for those of us who have done a lot of Tai Chi ball training, it's pretty hard to depart from the Tai Chi ball pattern, which is exhale as the arms go out, inhale as they come in. So if you find yourself wondering about the breathing pattern, yeah, according to White Crane rules, it could be in either direction. Gradually make the circle smaller. And now we'll go to the alternate single wing backward flying. So inhale on one side. Exhale on the other. Gradually increase the size of the movements until you get to shoulder height, and that's as high as we'll go. Step 1 foot forward, and this time let's do opposite knee, opposite hand forward. Just like in every other Tai Chi and Qigong movement, you want to feel the movement come from the bottoms of the feet with everything connected out to the tips of the fingers. Let's change feet and opposite hand, opposite foot forward. Got off rhythm there. Gradually reduce the size of the movements. Oh, actually bring the front foot back first. Okay, now gradually reduce the size of the movements. And we come to a stop. We have 5 minutes left, so let's do one more white crane. And let's do the straight backwards flying, which looks like this. It looks like this in the extreme position, okay? So, but starting small. We go up to shoulder height, and that's as high as we go. Bring the movement from your root, up the body, up to the center of your chest, and then out to each side, like so. You don't want to look like this. That's just arms. You want to look like this. Gradually reduce the size of the movements. And let's try single wing, looking like this. Now the advantage of single wing is feel the stretch here, so that the pectoral muscles and the shoulder, and then also as we go back this way, the range of motion of the shoulder is greatly enhanced with the single wing compared to the double wing, okay? So that's the advantage of doing one wing at a time. Gradually we'll lower the arm and we'll transition to the other arm. Ooh. So remember your fundamental principle of Qigong, movement. Movement is healthy. Gradually reduce the size of the arm movement. So when we move our bodies, we get the qi and blood moving. And for the joints, we get the synovial fluid moving, and we prevent problems caused by idleness and stagnant qi and stagnant blood. If you ever had the experience, like, one time I was having acupuncture, and the doctor stuck a needle in my little toe, a urinary bladder meridian there, tip of my little toe, and I saw that it came out a little bit of blood, and it was black. And I'm thinking, and she said, that's blood stagnation. So if you see something like that, you realize that, the blood is not moving freely in that area. So we want to keep the blood and qi, and of course, every blood cell is a bipole. It carries an electrical charge, and that electrical charge, of course, is qi. So that's one of the ways that qi gets distributed through your body, through the circulatory system, the blood circulatory system. And so when we move and we get the blood moving, that helps keep us healthy.